Hi, it's Mr. Holman. Today I'm going to give you a basic overview of how to use Diigo, a social bookmarking website. Clearly I'm logged in now. So let's just get started. We're going to do a search. Mr. Holman says we need to find, the inventions of the ancient Chinese. Oops, I spelled Chinese wrong. Okay, sorry. There we go. Now, I remember we could do an advanced search and differentiate by reading levels. I think that would be wise for me because I need to take a look at what I'm reading and does it make sense for what I'm doing. And so if I go to basic, this is a basic advanced for Chinese. So for a lower level reader, this might be a great site to take a look at. I don't know if it's still loading. So, okay. It's got a variety of things here, ice cream. So there's some nice inventions here. Let's see. Oh, okay. So I'm going to hit my Diigo because I want to highlight a couple things. Paper, silk, matches, wheelbarrows, gunpowder, decimal, stripe, porcelain, china, paint, pottery. Oh, wow, there's a lot of stuff. So I've bookmarked that. I can then add a sticky note. The Chinese invented a great deal. Look at this list. Now, since I'm leaving footprints, I'm going to make sure it's capitalized, post. I'm going to make mine available for the kids that come here. So if you find this site later today, you would see these highlights. So I've made it available for you guys. You guys only have private. Private means nobody in the world will ever see your post-it notes. If you put history with Holman and Pennington, any student in our class that's joined the group will be able to see your highlights and your post-it notes. So I'm going to allow you to do that. I'm going to post it. You can also drag this wherever you want. So I want this to be like right here. So now I'm going to bookmark this site. And so this is many of the ancient Chinese inventions from and a short list with links that provide detail. So that's what this site does. See, we saw it down here. There's a list that provides detail. They already tell you to do like China and Chinese inventions. I might add ancient. Enduring, because that's a word we're going to talk about, and impacts, so that if I searched enduring or impacts, I could find it. And then I simply click Save My Bookmark. So that's a basic saving of a website. I can go back to my library, and I will notice that the last thing I changed was this. It gives my description that I typed. And all the things I highlighted, there's all the things they invented right there. It's already there for me. That's great. That's great. If I click back on the site for later use, you will notice nothing's highlighted. Well, what's up with that? Well, as soon as you click your Diigo and it reloads, and that'll take a second. Once it reloads, guess what? Boom, all your highlights will be there. I don't know why it's making me sign in, and I'll just click it. There we go. There's my highlights, and there's my little note. So now, no matter when you go back to this page, all of your notes and highlights will be there. And in your account, all the key things you highlighted are showing up in your account. That's the beauty of how easy this is to save, and you can take key information and put it out. There's a great list. Okay, the other thing you do is now you have My Groups. Once you've joined the History with Holman group, you can click My Groups. Now mine's going to look a little different, so because I'm in more than one group. You're only going to have your History with Holman group or Pennington. When you click that, it's going to show any information that's been added. So it looks like I saved ancient Chinese inventions for kids. The Chinese invented a great deal. Take a look. I added this. 3 people have viewed that site based on what I said. But I put a post note. Where was the last place humans entered? And all these kids answered that question. Okay? So, and she added, it tells how people traveled starting pre-150,000 years ago. That's pretty good. an interactive timeline of human migration. So this is probably a really good website. So this is kind of then, as the group, you can see what people have been adding or what's going on. I think that makes sense. Okay. So again, if you were to then go back to your Google search, let's try, ancient government of Greece, because that's something else we're trying to look up. So again, I'm going to do my differentiated reading because this time, I really want to read high-level stuff. I think I'm ready for some pretty high-level reading. Remember, you need to decide what's best for you. Some it's still basic, some intermediate, but I'm going to go to the advanced. And I want to go to this. And this is going to talk about a particular, but you can see how hard that is to read already. But it's going to explain Greek art or history in a different way. That's really not what I'm looking for. That's too hard. Let's just see what it says for Athenian democracy. It's known as one of the first democracies. I might highlight that because that's important. It was one of the first democracies. It probably was the first democracy. So I'm going to highlight that. It remains unique in the intriguing experiment with direct democracy, where the people do not elect representatives, blah, 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 blah. So this means that every person has a say in what's happening in government. Now, that's really a big idea, so I'm going to put it in pink even so that it stands out a little. Whoops, I guess I didn't get the pink highlighter. And now it's in pink. So now you can use multiple colors. This is one key thing. This is another. Again, I could add a post-it note. I'm not going to at this point. I'm going to bookmark. I'm going to put democracy. Now, they use the word Athenian, or I'll do Athens, because this is about Athens. They used Athenian, so I might use that word if I ever looked up Athenian. Direct, government. Okay, and so I put a few down. I will share this to the History with Holman, and I'm going to save this bookmark. And now, again, if I go to my library, you're going to see that saved. There it is. You're going to see that when I click on it, there's nothing there until I click Diigo. I open up my account, and it's going to show what I highlighted and what I wanted you to know. So that's a basic way of how this works once it signs in. Sorry it's taken so long. I guess one of the servers is down. But you can get the general sense of how this works. So anyways, once it signs in, it'll work. So that's it for, there it goes. So that's kind of it on the basics of how to use Diigo. And hopefully today in class you'll learn how to really use this and enjoy using it for your entire college career. I think this is something you're going to want to use for the rest of your life. So have a good day. We'll see you soon.